Hey, beautiful people. This practice is what Dr. Sumorta called the emotional code. And I've sort of brought in little aspects from my yoga teaching and other aspects of what I share. But we want to pop our hands just below the belly button and we're going to tap into the sacral chakra. You can perhaps just have the fingertips touching each other like this. When we're tuning into the central channel again, so we're going to do the central channel breathing, but the sacrum or the sacral chakra is going to be our turning point this time. So with the anchor code, which we did before, we were pushing it into the belly. And again, we're going to be pushing into the belly, but I invite you to have your intention literally just below the belly button, okay? So we are expanding into that creative space with awareness and intention. And we can use this to cultivate wisdom, to encourage creativity, to help us connect to our desires, our needs, our wants. And it can be quite a good practice when we have big decisions to make or there's emotional stuff coming up and we can't quite process it, or we're just finding the whole thing overwhelming. So the practice, we just pop the hands, just below the belly button, connecting with the breath. And I'd really invite you to deep dive into that core being, that central channel. I like to imagine myself diving through the crown of the head and just going through my center body. And I just imagine this beautiful channel just going up and down in front of the spine, where we've got these core energy centers, the main chakras, and we're just really taking all of our awareness there so we can encourage the energy to flow and for our light to expand out and out and out, and then we just become this magnificent magnetic energy field, but with loving boundaries. So we're not putting our energy there. It's like so that then we have nothing left to give, because it's all coming from scattered places, but we're coming from a really embodied place where all our energies are here, if you like, or we've come here and we've met the heart and we're expanding out. So it's that heavenly energy, that earthly energy coming in and up, so that we can move outwards. That's just another way of trying to help you connect in with this beautiful source of light that you are. So we've come into this. It's also been called an elevator of light. So you could be, or you could even be. There could be an elevator in the center of you, which is moving up and down, and it's just getting lighter and lighter and brighter, and just filling you up with all this good stuff. So you feel so safe and you feel so embodied and you feel so grounded and connected that you can just stroll through life. The best way to get into the central channel is, I've just said that I like to imagine coming through the crown of the head, but actually if you're out and about, the most effective way is just Mula Bandha, boom, root lock, pelvic floor, however you want to call it, just draw it in and up, okay? So you're bringing the energy straight into your body, so you're okay. It's like a whoa, okay, I'm back in. Oh, I was over there, I was listening to this, I was seeing that, I was doing this, I was saying that, but suddenly you're just in. And then you recenter yourself, you realign, and then you can give out 100%. When we're scattered, we just become depleted, we're not giving our best, we're barely listening, we're sort of saying things we don't mean. It's almost on autopilot because it's our subconscious programming that is guiding us, or our intellect guiding us, and we're not listening to what the heart is trying to show us, which is our best life. It's our creative self. So we're going to come back into that central channel breath. The hands are just below the belly button, and we're going to really expand into that sacral chakra, and we can visualize some orange because that's just wonderful and bright and vibrant. And as we breathe into the belly, sending it out with the intention in that spot. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Right, this time we're going to inhale, drawing in Mula Bandha. Breathe into the belly. And then as you exhale, you're going to let the belly come back in, but you're going to go up through the central channel, through the heart, through the throat, through the brow, through the crown. Inhale, draw the energy down, through the crown, through the brow, through the throat, into the heart, into the solar plexus, into the sacral. And exhale, take it down through the base, down through the legs and into the feet. Inhale again from the feet, through the legs, the pelvis, into the base and into the sacral. And then exhale all the way through to the crown of the head. Inhale again. All the way to the space just below the belly button. And exhale. All the way down to the floor. And just keep going with this. So the sacral chakra is our turning point here. Practice this for as long as you like. You can engage with it at any point, any time, anywhere. There's no negative side effects, just good, clear thinking, emotional needs. And we'll complete the practice here by just bringing the fingertips together. Taking a regular breath or two. And then just gently opening the eyes. And bring yourself back into the room. It's a practice that doesn't need to be meditative, so you can engage with any of these practices just in your day-to-day. I mean, you might be out talking to someone and you could be like, oh, I need some decisive action here, or I need to connect in with all this emotional stuff that might be coming up without having to think about it or try and find the answer or know where it's come from. Just deep dive into that central channel, Mula Bandha, just to help you get there, and then focus on clearing that emotion through breathing in and out to the sacral chakra. I'm going to do another video on the base chakra again, just to be a little bit clearer about breathing in a little bit lower down in the belly. Anyway, thank you so much, and I hope you found this helpful.